What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, man, the hype is freaking real, guys. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. There may or may not be excessive use of profanity in this video, so be forewarned, guys. Like, these freaking teasers that we just got hit with is blowing my mind. I feel like someone just hit me with 12 cc's of adrenaline, guys. Like, it's that real. It's crazy to think that a couple pictures and a 10-second video could get me as amped up as I am right now, especially when it's coming from Netmarble. And why I say that is because these guys have been consistently letting me down with their updates and with their teasers for a while now, like a good 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months. Like, especially when we got such a lackluster 3.0 anniversary update, and then having to wait a full month just to get 2 character rebalancing, probably for characters that didn't necessarily need them as badly as some others, and a copy-paste World Boss mode, right? So I was not prepared for this in the slightest, guys. So when I went on the forum and saw that CM Joe Costa posted a freaking 10-second video of what looked like the X gene being analyzed, like, my jaw dropped. But at the same time, I thought to myself, hold up, this is Netmarble we're talking about here. You can't get too excited because they're just gonna let you down in the end, right? So I immediately started backpedaling. I'm like, no way, this can't be the X-Men. This had to be either more Inhumans, because that's a cheaper alternative, or the Venomverse, because that is long overdue, right? So I started to rationalize with myself, thinking there's no way, there's no point of getting excited for something that, in my mind, I thought would never, ever happen to this game. Like, when I started playing this game, the very first thing that I did was that I started looking for mutants. Like, I started looking for anyone that could be related to the X-Men, like, as a mutant. Because of the simple fact that, if you guys don't know, I'm a die-hard Deadpool fan. Like, I love Deadpool. So the thought of having mutants in the game, to me, that was like a gateway for maybe one day I can play as Deadpool in this freaking game. So when I saw no signs of it, I was like, okay, this is just going to be another Marvel game where copyright holdings and financial standings dictate what can and cannot be in the game. So that dream was dead, buried, and fossilized, guys. So to go on the forums not even 24 hours later and see what is no longer just a vague 10-second video is actually 2 freaking pictures of Storm and Cyclops, who are very well known and beloved mutants, advertised as coming to the freaking game. Guys, I don't even know how to tell you how I felt. Like, I literally screamed so freaking loud, like my throat hurt, guys. Like, I felt like a kid on Christmas getting that toy that you wanted for so long, and you felt like, yes, Santa finally answered my prayers. Like, that's how I felt, guys. Like, it was freaking crazy to see that my dream of playing with characters like Deadpool, Magneto, Cable, Strife, Bishop, Mr. Sinister, and all those amazing characters like Doctor Doom, you know, like, to see that that is no longer a dream, and characters like that will eventually, if it all goes well, be added to this game, got me pumped all the way up, guys. Like, it's insane to think about it. But at the same time, because to every good, there is always some bad. At the same time, guys, we also need to prepare ourselves for what this potentially means for this game. Sure, getting more of these amazing characters will open so much more possibilities for this game, because we're going to get some amazing new villains like Galactus, Silver Surfer, and the Heralds. There is the potential for so much new content, but at the same time, you guys are going to have to open your mind and potentially open your wallet for a lot of this stuff. Because when it comes to rights and who owns what, the reason why these characters have not been in the game for so long is definitely not because Netmarble didn't want to. It's more so that they didn't want to pay the money, or they didn't have the money to do so. So after 2 years of running this game and making a lot of financial gains, that may be what actually shifted the game into where the X-Men can now come in, because they now have the financial support that they need in order to pay who they need to pay, right? So now we need to start thinking to ourselves, where's this money gonna come from? Because sure, Netmarble is probably gonna put the money up front, but they're gonna need to make that money back somehow, right? So you guys, and myself included, if you're free to play, like completely free to play, you need to open yourself up to the possibility that yes, the X-Men may be in the game, but your dream of playing with them all, or the ones that you love very, very much, that are super popular, people like Magneto, Professor X, like Hope Summers, like characters that are very, very popular and they know will sell, is probably gonna be paywall. And you need to open up your mind to the possibility of that happening and kind of accept it to an extent, because if it comes down to this, because we don't know what's going on in the back end, right guys? So if it came down to this, these two choices, and I'm going to ask you guys to leave a comment below, tell me what you think. If it came down to this choice, one, the X-Men never being in the game because they cannot afford the rights to those characters, or two, them being in the game, but the ones that you really love. Like for me, if Deadpool got added to this game and there was absolutely no way I could get him without paying for the monthly subscription, how would you feel about it if you're completely free to play? If you're in a position where the characters that you love are never in the game and they will never be in the game, versus if they're in the game and the only thing stopping you from attaining them is your financial situation. Okay guys, that's where I want to leave this video. I want you guys to really think about it, like yes, this is amazing news and it opens the door to so much more amazing content for this game. So that's all I have to say for this one. Like always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.